Alrighty, this is Josh Rubin from East West Healing and Performance. Today I'm very happy, and I'll tell you why. Wednesday on Fox News, there's a trainer as well as a gym, Bally's Fitness, not going to mention the gym, and a trainer at Bally's Fitness are getting sued by a lady. Now this lady's suing the gym because she felt she was pushed beyond her skill level. She was being asked to do things she couldn't do. She wasn't given breaks for water, and she felt like the training wasn't training. She was just there to be tortured. Now, just like people eat McDonald's and sue McDonald's for gaining weight, we don't know if this lady's sue happy. We don't know the real story, because anytime there's a story, there's always three truths. You know, for instance, practitioner truth, the client truth, and the real truth. You know, but I am somewhat happy because it needs to teach the industry a lesson. Because in my opinion, there's so many trainers out there that are doing the exact same thing, and they give personal trainers a really bad name. And I'm only telling you this because in our clinic we work with tons of people that come to see us because they're injured, they're pushed by their trainer, they want individualized programs, and they don't want their program to be about blood, sweat, and tears. Okay? So I'm just going to give you some quick insight on how to choose a personal trainer. Obviously, these are my perceptions and my beliefs. Some of you might poo-poo it. Some of you might send me some emails and say, what the heck, I have that certification, I'm a good trainer. Keep in mind, just like in any industry, there's always really good people and really bad people with the same certification. Or there's some people with no education that are really intelligent, and there's people that have a PhD that are about as, thick as concrete, So just take it with a grain of salt. First recommendation is certification. Look at their certifications, talk to them, ask them about their certifications. Call the certification who they got certified by and find out if they're actually keeping up their CEUs every year to actually still hold the certification. Take a look at what level the certification's at. I rank them 1, 2, 3. 1 being the ones that you can just order the book, take the test at home, read the book, and you get the certification in the mail. Number 2, these are your ones like NASM, NSCA, ACE, things like that, that are a little bit better, a little bit more in depth. You can still order the book, take the test at home, and do all that stuff, but it's a little bit better than your basic ones. They're still a little bit cookie cutter, and that's just my opinion. They're still a great foundation, don't get me wrong, but I still feel they're cookie cutter because you take the cert, you get the certification, your little certificate, but at the same time, all their programs are very cookie cutter. It's like, here's a soccer program, here's an ankle injury program. Well, we're all different. And then you have the 3, which are, in my opinion, the best of the best, and obviously I'm biased. You have organizations like the Czech Institute, MAT, which is Muscle Activations Techniques, RTS, which is Resistance Training Specialists, Charles Poliquin's practitioners. These are the practitioners that actually go to a live certification. They spend usually 5 days there for 10 hours a day, and at the end you have to take a live practical test from assessments to program design as well as a take-home test. Yes, these certifications are a lot more money, and that really doesn't weigh on whether it's better, but in the industry, some of the best practitioners that I've come across, I travel a lot and teach a lot and speak at seminars from those organizations. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm sure there's great practitioners from NASM and NSCA. I'm just giving you my opinion. So if you see NASM, NSCA, good, just interview them, make sure they're keeping up. If you see Czech Institute, MAT, RTS, or Charles Poliquin, they're probably more elite. But at the same time, I teach for the Czech Institute. Within the Czech Institute, there's some really good practitioners, and there's some practitioners that just want to say they're a Czech practitioner, and they don't know their ass from their elbow, okay? Second, watch the trainer. Interview them. Watch them walk around the gym. See the different trainers. If a trainer's sitting there like this counting reps, well, you don't want to work with them. If they're talking to their client and they're not engaging their client, they're telling them about their wife, how they cheated on them, or how they're tired, or things like that, you don't want to work with them. They need to be fully engaged on the client, okay? Watch their mannerism, watch their body language. You want to make sure they align with you. Interview each trainer. It's your right. Make sure the trainer aligns with who you are, what you believe in, as well as what your goals are. You don't want to rehab your knee and work with a sports specialist, okay? You don't want to be this, very timid female that's working with this really high aggressive, kind of young male. So you always want to align your energy with the client. We qualify all our clients, and we do that only because we want to make sure that they align with us and we align with them. That's the only way they're going to heal. So interview all the trainers there and see which one best fits your needs. 3, ask them about program design. Look at how they're working with their clients. Okay, ask them if they can see some of their clients' folders, if they're writing programs. If they don't keep folders on their clients and they're not writing programs, then don't work with them. Okay, because as like they say, whoever they is, if you fail to plan, you're planning to fail. You write programs in a series of progressions month after month to progress the client from stability, strength to power, right? There's a science behind it. It's an art form. If your client's not writing if your practitioner is not writing a program or keeping a file on each client, then they're just guessing. That's the bottom line. How do you build a building without blueprints? You can't do it. Think about the work that you do if you're watching this. If there was no plan, you would never get from A to Z. Okay? So if the trainer's just guessing, if you see the trainer training the client and they're just pulling exercises out of their heads, well, they're just guessing, and you're paying them money to just babysit you and guess. And you're really going to get nowhere, because the art of and the science of writing programs is what get you results. Thirdly, this is part of the, I guess, fourthly, is assessing. Look at the practitioner and make sure they're assessing the client, meaning doing some physical assessments. Maybe they do an intake or some health history or nutritional assessments. If they're not assessing, they're just guessing. Everyone is different. So if you want to lose weight, for instance, there's many reasons why someone might have issues losing weight. Maybe it's because of the food you eat. Maybe it's emotional. Maybe it's a hormone imbalance. Maybe it's a gut problem. Maybe it's a thyroid problem, right? On and on. Same thing. If you have back pain, maybe it's a disc problem. Maybe it's spondylolisthesis. Maybe it's gut inflammation. Maybe it's a weak core in your unit. So it's really, they assess to figure out why you have the specific issue. So if they're not assessing, they're just guessing. Okay? And I don't know why trainers work with people without assessing, because all they're doing is creating dysfunction in people, creating wear and tear, and they're really hurting people from my perspective. I'm in gyms all the time and I see it all the time. Fifth, fees. Look at the fees. Some people charge $50, some people charge $250. Not necessarily meaning, that's the better one, but typically in life, a lot of the times you get what you pay for. Okay? But at the same time, there are some really low-level trainers that are really good. So interview them, look at what they're doing. Okay? Sixth, look at success. A lot of trainers say, I've been in this for 20 years. I've been doing this for 20 years. I'm really experienced. I have, 10 clients a day. I'm booked all day. That doesn't mean they're the best. Money and having clients all day doesn't mean you're successful. You got to wipe that out the window. You want to ask them how many clients they've actually helped reach their goals. That is success. And you'll find a lot of them train people all day, make a lot of money, fill their bank account, and really get no results. So think about success, where your goal is, because if you want your trainer to get you there, you have to find out if they've actually helped people. And you'll see a lot of trainers, unfortunately, have not. Seventh, look at degrees. Obviously, a degree is going to benefit the person, but at the same time, a lot of people chase after degrees just so they can put masters after their name, or bachelor's, or doctorate. And a lot of these people go into college, study mathematical, logical information, and they're never taught how to apply it. And guess what happens if you don't apply information? That information is just information. It's dead. It doesn't turn into knowledge. And when you take information and apply it, it turns into knowledge. And then when you use that knowledge and you help people, that's called wisdom. Okay? So just think about some of these things. There's a lot more, but that's just my perspective on how to choose a personal trainer. Hopefully this helps you if you're looking for a trainer. Like I said, obviously I teach for the Czech Institute. I'm more biased. I think some of the best practitioners that actually live what they preach. And that's another thing. Look at the trainer. Look at their well-being, their affect. Are they tired all the time? If the trainer doesn't live what they preach, don't work with them. Because the bottom line is you can't give what you don't have. You can't teach someone about health and exercise if you're not healthy and exercise. And most trainers out there do not live what they preach. If you got more questions regarding this, or you want to learn more information on our company, visit our website at eastwesthealing.com. We get tons of free articles, audio programs, we got a blog, and a lot more. Hope all is well, and have a great day.